KOSPI has collapsed -5.81% to $8,411.21, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Monday, June 29th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is broadly flat at $7,354.02, awaiting a fresh catalyst. Equity markets are responding to reports that tech stocks drive unnerving sell-off in global markets, The New York Times. NASDAQ 100 is down -1.09%, trading at $29,118. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Wall Street's mixed as tech megacap declines outweigh upbeat chip outlook. Dow Jones is little changed, hovering near $51,876. Equity markets are responding to reports that stocks rise before Micron's earnings as oil slides, markets wrap. DAX is down -1.29%, trading at $24,671. The move follows reports that oil prices back to pre-war levels on rising Middle East supply, Al Jazeera. FTSE 100 slipped -0.21% to $10,508. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Microsoft made a dramatic move today, surged +5.71% to $372.97. Azure AI services revenue is the key number. Each point of acceleration in cloud growth translates directly into a higher earnings multiple. Copilot enterprise adoption is still early innings, but the renewal rate data from the Salesforce is encouraging. Any guidance upgrade on cloud segment margins would be the catalyst for the next leg up. Samsung plunged -5.30% to $339,500 in a significant session. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any NVIDIA or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, surged +4.77% to $84.54. Neutron medium-lift rocket development is the key valuation catalyst. Commercial success would dramatically expand the addressable market. Space Systems revenue is a growing, predictable revenue base. The SpaceX IPO narrative creates positive sector sentiment that benefits Rocket Lab. Goldman Sachs made a dramatic move today, plunged -4.27% to $1,019.61. Investment banking fee recovery is the core thesis. The M&A and IPO pipeline is the most active since 2021. Trading revenues remain elevated given rate and FX volatility. Any large IB mandate announcement would be a direct catalyst. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that oil prices back to pre-war levels on rising Middle East supply, Al Jazeera. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that stocks rise before Micron's earnings as oil slides, markets wrap. Turning to commodities. Brent crude plunged to $72.60 per barrel, down 3.53% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stocks rise before Micron's earnings as oil slides, markets wrap. WTI crude plunged to $69.23 per barrel, down 3.74% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stocks rise before Micron's earnings as oil slides, markets wrap. Natural gas dropped sharply to $3.28, down 1.91% on the session. The move follows reports that oil prices back to pre-war levels on rising Middle East supply, Al Jazeera. Gold climbed to $4,096.30 per troy ounce, up 1.63% on the session. The gold move is partly driven by gold price could struggle through 2026 as it loses safe haven status to US bonds, buys McGlone, Kitco. Let us give you our near-term view on KOSPI. The technical picture for KOSPI has deteriorated. The $7,906.54 level will be critical to monitor. It represents a key line in the sand for bulls. A break below could trigger further stop-loss selling. Manage your risk carefully. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.32, gaining 0% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.81, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to gold. Silver ETFs fall up to 4% as stronger dollar rate hike fears weigh. Business Standard. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We cover every major global market, every single day. If this kind of daily, actionable analysis is useful to you, please support us with a like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it means a great deal to this channel. Share this with anyone who invests or trades, they will thank you for it. That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.